What's up you guys? So I know it's been a little while since I've made a video, and it's been a really long time since I made my makeup routine video. I will have the old one linked down below if you'd like to look at it, but I wanted to make a new one because since quarantining 2020, staying home all the time, I have definitely updated my routine quite a bit. And I asked you guys on my Instagram if you wanted to see it because I've kind of been showing off my new look. I'm actually going out today. I wanted to go look at Christmas decorations at TJ Maxx and stuff, so I'm just going to quickly put my makeup on and then go. That is the big difference with this routine as opposed to my old routine. This one's real quick. It's like my adult routine, as I call it now. I honestly felt like I'd gotten to a point with my old routine where it was just making me look older, not what I'm looking for. I'm at the age now where I'm trying to look younger. Not that I've completely thrown the whole glam makeup routine out the window, but I am definitely leaning more towards my more natural one, which I'm going to show you today. It's super easy, and there are a lot of really great products that even if you don't want to do it the same way I'm doing it, I highly recommend them. So real quick, the first thing that I do is do some kind of skin prep. This is the 3-product system from, I do not know how to say this name and I really don't want to butcher it. I think it's Fyeonkang-yeol. This system has been the one that I have been using for I think 2 years now. These are the same bottles, so they last a really long time, and I do want to say that they have completely cleared up my skin. My entire childhood I had problematic skin. I mean, my skin's not perfect now. It is definitely a massive improvement, and I really do think that it's because of these. First, I'm going to put on the Essence Toner. You're supposed to do this with a cotton bud or something, but I just use my hands. And then the next thing is this moisture serum, which I feel like I'm running out of. The dropper is not getting to the bottom. And last but not least, I have the nutrition creams. Basically it's like a lotion. Well, that's just to seal all the moisture in. My favorite part of the skincare routine is that I keep it in this little basket thing, just these 3 products, so that I can take it to any which location that I need to in the house. And it's just super easy. It's super simple to put all this stuff on. I keep it all together. This has just made it so much easier for me. I used to be kind of lazy with skincare. You get to the end of the night and you're tired and you don't want to be doing all this, but this is so easy, and it's super moisturizing. Even the toner, because toners are usually drying, the toner plus all of these on top of it get super moisturized. Look at me, I'm real shiny right now. So this is where the major difference comes from. Usually I would just go straight into foundation. That's not what I do anymore. I started doing this because I ran out of foundation in the middle of quarantine when everything was shut, and I also was using the wrong color, so I needed to get a new color and I couldn't figure it out, and I was broke, so I was not using foundation anymore. So what I opted for, because I have red, and red, is that I have this old correction stick that I used to use, and I just stopped using it because I couldn't be bothered. But now it actually really helps. This is the e.l.f. color correcting stick. You can get it pretty much everywhere, and I just put the super lightest amount on top of the red parts just to cancel out the red. I really hate that I get red. I feel like it's getting worse as I'm getting older too. Okay, and the next thing I do is extra janky, but I have this. It's so dirty too, I'm so sorry. But it is this MAC Rocky Horror Picture Show red lipstick that I've had for a million years. It's one of my favorite reds. I just don't have anything else to be color correcting with right now, and I don't have the money to go buy something, so I just took a tiny bit and I put it here because I'm Indian, so I have issues there, you know what I'm saying? And then I put it a tiny bit in the inner corners. I'm using red on these parts, especially if you have darkness up here. It's good because it cancels out bluer tones. If you're ever confused about this, Google a color wheel, and anything that's opposite that color is what's going to cancel it out. Okay, and the next step is foundation. This one is huge for me. I feel like if you've heard of it before, you are going to understand the hype. As far as I know, everyone is hyped about this. My new foundation I've been using is it's dirty too, I'm so sorry. It's the Rare Beauty foundation that Selena Gomez just came out with. It's super affordable. This was $29, whereas the Hourglass one that I used to use, it's still good, but it's $60 around there. So $29 is definitely a steal. And also the finish of this one is way different than any other one that I've ever tried. Another thing that has massively changed with my routine is that I do not use a beauty blender or a brush anymore. I literally just use my hands. Oh, I just put too much. Like, you literally don't need much of this at all, but because I'm using my hands, I can just like move it wherever I want. Ugh. And then if I have any spots that I really am concerned about, I don't have any today, but I'm going to put a tiny bit like in my tear trough area. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you what this is. This is the Hot Concealer. And again, I just use my fingers. And I don't do any of like this. I like patting. I feel like it's kind of like using a beauty blender, but it's like an attempt at when they were trying to push those silicone beauty blenders on people and it was just a hot mess. I feel like this is like what people could have done instead of buying those things. Okay, so now that I've basically got my whole base done, I am still using the Hourglass Ambient Powder. I will never stop using this unless something really revolutionary comes out because this is my all-time favorite. It is in Dim Light, although honestly I prefer the yellow one. I just bought this one time, I don't know why. Another different thing that I do now is that I just do that and then I kind of just like plop it on this way. I don't really want to do a lot of this. I don't want too much powder. I feel like that was a lot of what was making it look unnatural before. You really don't need as much powder as they're making it out. Like, the whole concept of baking just drives me crazy. Like, if anything's gonna make it look like you have more skin texture and less like an Instagram filter, it's going to be baking. Do not see the point. Okay, so now that that is all set, I'm going to go in with, I didn't like choose this product. This is just like an old one that I have, but it's the Too Faced Beach Bunny Custom Blend Bronzer. I've had it since I was like 16. I was using the KKW contour, but I like the shininess of a bronzer because when you're not in the sun, it's brown, but then when you're in the sun, it's shiny because if you realistically think about it, if the sun is shining on you and there's a brown streak there, it doesn't make any sense because it's not a shadow there if the sun is there. You get what I'm saying? So I really like using a bronzer, and also it just looks more natural to me. It's not as dark. I like using the really big fluffier brushes too because it fans it out more natural and I can do it faster because you don't have to be so precise. It just kind of like blends it out for you. I do the perimeters of my forehead. I kind of go down my forehead, honestly. I kind of do whatever. Getting some color in there. And then I guess another difference, and I'm sure if you've been on TikTok you've seen this, and I feel like I was already doing it and just not realizing that I'm doing it, but instead of trying to contour way down here, I like, and especially with this bigger brush because it can like get away from you sometimes, I'm literally like putting my contour up here, and it kind of works like blush too. So like I can do this one-handed, I can do it when I'm watching TV, I'm really not paying that much attention, and it ends up looking better than before. Like I'll go up on my temples too, I don't care. And then just for funsies, I'll do a little bit under my chin because I have gained quite the weight during quarantine of isolated lockdown. Whatever we've been doing sitting in the house all this time, it has not been good for my physique. I'm just gonna dust the old double chin there. Okay, and I don't get more product for this, and this is another new thing that I do, and I never thought I would do it, but I have completely stopped contouring my nose because, well, if I contoured with like just my natural thing going on, I feel like it looks a little strange. And the second thing is that I really don't care too much anymore, and I feel like what I'm about to do kind of helps. Like, it's not the same, but it helps. I literally just have leftover that bronzer and I just put it on the end of my nose like a little bunny. And this came from, I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, but like a lot of people are putting blush like right here so it looks like you have a sunburn. I tried that, it's not cute. So I've just started doing it on the end of my nose. Like I got cold in the snow or something, I feel like it looks cute. And also because this is a bronzer, it is like making my nose seem small. I don't know, I think it's cute. I do all of this basically just to add like color back into my face and like dimension so that I don't look so flat from the foundation. And then again, I'm not putting any product on this brush, but I literally just get what's left on it and I just do the top of my eyelids because this is shiny, so it's going to add dark to where the natural shadows are and then pretty much do nothing else to anywhere else. I'm no longer like contouring because sometimes that's what eyeshadow is doing. It's like contouring your eyes. I'm kind of just letting the bronzer accentuate what I already have and I'm pretty okay with it at this point. All right, now I'm gonna put on some lip balm. This is just random lip balm that my mom left here when she was visiting. I wanted to use a setting spray. I don't have any money for a setting spray, but I do have this Klairs Fundamental Ampule Mist. I think this is meant as part of skincare. I got this again when I got all of the stuff from YesStyle. It's a Korean beauty product. And honestly, I feel like with a lot of setting sprays, if you add a liquid to a powder, it's going to become a different texture. So I really like the way that any kind of liquid, even water sometimes, it's just, or steam, like I had the facial steamer thing, that's just going to like blend everything together and make it look really smooth. So I'm really not too picky with what I use. And this is actually really hydrating, so I'm about to look hella shiny in a second. I cover my hair because this is a little oily, and like if it gets in my hair, I'm gonna have to wash my hair in like 2 hours, so. I have this, you can't even see it anymore, but this is the Dolce K lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics. It's actually from her first launch. I think it's about 4 years old. But I searched a lifetime trying to find a lip liner that was like the same match as majority of the outside of my lips. And this is it, and I feel like it would be a really good match for a lot of people, especially if you're a similar skin tone as me. Dolce K by Kylie Cosmetics. Go pick it up because you can use it in natural makeup looks, but like it doesn't look like you've overlined your lips. It literally just makes your lips look bigger naturally. I do it so rough. I literally just round the top. If there's too much, I'll just do that. Okay, and then the final step is I have an eyelash curler. This one's from Tarte, doesn't really matter where you get yours from, and the Mega Plush Volume Express from Maybelline. I used to love this when I was all of my teenage years. Any of these tiny ones, like the Colossal or the one that has like a cheetah print on it. I mean, the brushes are different, but I'm fairly certain it's the same mascara. I like this plush one because I like turquoise, and that's about the only reason that I picked this. And it's about $6, so that's cool. And then another step to this that I feel like makes it look way more natural is that instead of like putting the mascara on like all the way to the tip, I don't want it to look chunky at the tips because eyelashes don't look like that. I just want to kind of keep the curl so it's like a natural, you know, like when you go get your eyelashes curled. I want it to look like that, so I'm literally just like wiggling this at the base of my eyelashes. And no, I don't put any on the bottom because my eyelashes don't curl up enough for them to look like long. So if I do it on the bottom and they're really long, it's just like the proportions are off and I don't like that. But yeah, that's basically my whole makeup routine now. I know it took a little longer because I was talking, but I can get this done in 10 minutes, sometimes less if I'm really trying to get somewhere. And I mean, everything is a matter of opinion, but honestly, the only opinion of me that counts is mine. And I think this is way better than what I was wearing before. I'm way more comfortable in this now. It's more comfortable on my face as well as like the way that I look. I feel like the foundation and what I'm doing now makes my skin look a lot younger. I really like that my eyebrows are just my eyebrows now and I didn't have to do anything to them. I literally just push them up. Sometimes I'll put hairspray in them, make them stay up. I'm not doing that today because I don't care that much. But if I just get in closer, like, and you can see all of the texture because of that light right there, but I'm not even wearing highlight. I know people with oily skin, this may not be the best routine for you, but for people with dry skin, like I've never had a drop of natural oil on my skin, so I kind of froth over it and I love this. And not that this is like a full-on review or anything, but I do want to highly commend this Rare Beauty foundation. It is worth the hype. It's $29, you guys, and it's so thin. Like, make sure you shake it, but I'm using the tiniest bit on my skin, like minuscule amounts, and it covers so well. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing foundation anymore. Like, it's just the best. It's so natural looking, but you can build it up if you want. Like, it's the best. Go buy this if you're looking for a foundation, and they have like a jillion shades, and this is like the best match I've ever had. Now I'm done talking about it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope that this makes you rethink like what has become the makeup norms because of a lot of like YouTube videos and the way that the beauty community has become. You know, we don't have to be doing all that. It's really fun too. If it's your hobby, then go for it. But like, if you're feeling like you need to do that to go out, there's a good chance that you don't, and you just have been doing it so long that you don't remember like that you look good without it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I know there have been quite a few new people. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!